Yo, welcome to the Bald Podcast. I'm your host, Emerson. I'm here with my good friends, Mikey. Introduce yourself.
I'm Michael Dale Reidenbach. I'm the co-host of Bald Podcast.
And we're here with Thomas Manuel Garza. Thomas Manuel Garza, introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Thomas. I do music around Bluffton or Toga.
And your co host.
And I'm a co-host of the Bald Podcast.
Kind of.
He's like a part time co host. Just because he has to work
I'm
sometimes.
an unpaid intern.
Yeah, so Mikey.
We actually get millions of dollars.
Bald person of the day.
All right, Bald Person of the Day. Shout out Bald Person of the Day to my Uncle Tony. He listened to the podcast and he wanted me to give him a shout out as Bald Person of the Day. He has a nice little wisp of hair over his head, but overall bald, nice, clean, shiny bald.
I'd slap that head.
Yeah, we'd slap his head.
It's nice. I've never met him, but I'm sure it's really nice.
Thomas, how do you weigh in? This being your first Baldcast and all.
First Baldcast.
Baldcast. You know, I would maybe slap his head.
Perhaps. On occasion.
Perhaps.
Under the right circumstances.
On occasion.
Under the right circumstances.
All right. Well, let's get right into it. Thomas, so your grandpa died.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
So he basically got cancer in his liver, and then he died.
I'm sorry. Do you want to explain, like,
How did
the
he die?
events? You just said it. Do you want to explain the events leading up to this point, like when you found out, like, it was terminal?
So basically, my grandpa got sent to the hospital. I was supposed to go see him before I went to CDYC, and I never got to go see him because I was caught up in my own personal life.
Right.
And then he got sent to the hospital. So I thought, oh my goodness, I just totally
Missed my chance
to go see my grandpa because I thought he was gonna die. And then I did get my second chance to go see him, and I learned a valuable lesson. But
What was that lesson? You can't just leave his hanging.
that lesson was
Yo, that's a
Never-
great lesson. I'm sorry.
never take things for granted and go see the ones you love while you can.
That's good.
So I learned my lesson, but Mother Nature did throw in liver cancer, so I was not able to. He got diagnosed with cancer, and then he had 2 months to live from like July 5th, and
So
that
that's-
man.
September. Yeah.
Yeah, he survived until November. So it was about 5 months, which is an absolute Tommy Kahn thing to do.
Tommy Kahn.
Yeah, that was his name, Thomas Kahn.
That's awesome, actually. So, what did today look like for you?
So today I went to the funeral, and my grandpa used to give us dollars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like every time we would go see him, he gave us $1 to save up for college. And it, like, it's a small thing, and it was. Why are y'all laughing?
Mikey is panting over here about absolutely nothing.
I'm sorry, man, but $1 for college.
Man, it's a small thing.
It's a sentiment, dude.
I know, dude, but I couldn't.
We've saved up like $2,000.
Really?
Man, Mike, you gotta
Hey,
control yourself.
Okay, I'm
For
sorry.
reference, this is our second time going through this because Mikey and I could not control ourselves.
Mikey
Because
cannot
Mikey
control-
is just losing it over here.
Okay, so
Mike
basically,
Thomas, please continue.
so
All right,
basically,
I'm done.
he would give us dollars, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I walk into the funeral today, and I see Grandpa in the casket as he is, and it's just like, man, this sucks. But like, I didn't think I was gonna cry while I was there. I'd kind of come to terms with it.
Mhm.
And then my grandma walked up to me, and she handed me $1 and goes, "Here's your last $1." Man, I lost it. I started crying. I just looked over at Samantha and I started crying, dude. Oh, it was not good. And I was the only one that went up. My mom and my sister didn't want to go see him because they didn't want to like have that picture of him as the last time of seeing him.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was about to go up on my own, but it was actually really nice. My dad came with me up to go see him. And yeah, I just said my goodbyes to him. And then I went to the burial site, and man, no, but first of all, that man looks so at peace. Like when I looked at him, I was like, man, I have never felt peace like that, like peace that this man is feeling right now in my life.
Eternal peace.
Eternal, like a rest. And then I go over to the
What did-
burial site, right?
What did he get arrested for?
Man,
That was not me. That was not me. That was him.
Sorry.
Okay, and so we go to the burial site, and the grave is dug up, and I look down in there, and I can see my grandma Trollis's grave, who died about 5 years ago. Trollis? Is that what you're laughing at right now?
We do massive amounts of trolling around here.
Oh my god.
Dude, that was her name.
Mikey, you are a bean.
Dude, that was you.
You're laughing about it.
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay.
You did too.
Okay, no, but I see
made
her
a
grave.
stupid comment about it.
Shut up!
Oh.
And then, so they lower him into the grave, and I just see both of their vaults next to each other. I'm like, man, what I would give. This man was happy. Like, what I would give to live my whole life just to be laid to rest right next to the love of my life right there. You know?
Is it
Let-
me?
No, it's not you.
Why?
Because
Is it the manual?
what does that even mean?
Absolutely nothing. Anyways, welcome to the Bob Podcast.
I knew you were gonna say that too. That's a funny thing.
Okay.
All right, continue.
Okay. And then we leave, and I go over to Samantha's later, and, like,
Oh, yeah.
Why would you say that? It was probably an emotionally draining time for him. Why would you say, "Oh yeah"?
dude, I'm there, and I'm just, like, so emotionally tired. And, like, you know, like, things go on in, like, relationships and such. And so there were, like, little things going on, nothing big. And, for those of you listening, Emerson just ripped his shirt off and threw it behind him.
I got hot.
The
Okay.
candles are really making it steamy.
And at that point, like, I thought, I reflected back to the funeral, and just to see my grandpa, like, in such peace, but at the same time be dead, it made me think for the first time in my life, like, I wish I had never been born. You know? Like, I wish I was just a free-flowing...
Damn.
I wish...
Please, just
Mikey,
take 30
please.
seconds.
Please!
I'm just not making some stupid comment.
Okay, I'm done.
And I wish I, like, to be, like, because it feels like I was, like, predisposed and raised to be, like, everything that I'm not, you know? And just to be, like,
You think
a free-flowing spirit. Wait, what?
Do you think that because of yourself or because of, like, the...
Probably just the people around me. I don't know. A little bit of myself, just because I used to be, like, an ass, you know? And...
I don't know. I feel like a lot of times you just kind of tell yourself that you want to be something that you're more so than people around. But I also think that could be a product of, like, what
yeah.
people around you are telling you. Because, like, I feel like my dad used to be, like, crazy good at sports. And I don't play any of the sports he was good at. So it's kind of like, oh, I'm supposed to be this, like, really good at basketball and football. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
And I think that's a byproduct of who my dad was.
It's more like I want to be a good person. Like, and I just used to not be that good of a person. I just want to be a better person.
Mhm.
And what I just thought, wow, I wish I could have just been a free-flowing spirit with no body to make mistakes with, and just the pure intentions that I, like, that my spirit holds, but my body can't manifest.
The wave.
Yes.
That's kind of
Talk about that later when I talk about string theory. Anyways, continue.
no. That I agree with you though. Like lately, I've been having that same mindset. Like not saying like I've had any tragedy like that to like
yeah.
put things into perspective at all, but I feel like I'm kind of just I'm trying to better myself and make myself a better person so that I can treat people better. Because I've noticed that overall, like whenever I look at another person, I don't view them like if they're different than me, and like some people would say like in a bad way. I don't view them as lesser than me at all. Like I mean, like I'm talking about like people who you would generally like people that just like openly cuss or wear pajamas at Walmart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people that you would like most people like society would view as trashier. I I try not to like look at that anymore, and I try to like be like, well, what's their situation? I'm sure they're a great person, honestly. I feel like under the right circumstances, I'd do the same thing. Like I'd wear pajamas at Walmart. It's no shame, you know. I know that I wouldn't because I care about self-image too much, but at the same time, maybe it's a good thing that they don't care about self-image.
Yeah.
I think that that idea of like wishing you were just formless, it's just kind of like the struggle with the entire idea of like mortality and knowing that you will die someday. So
It's
the thing that you were like predetermined, like I don't want to say your destiny, but like just who you are as a person is formed by your body. Like I don't know, you're in this mortal shell, this flesh.
yeah.
And it kind of is like, oh man, it's like liminal. It's like limited.
And whenever, so I was at Samantha's, and I just started thinking about that, and I was like, man, like I wish I could just be all the pure intentions that I want to be, but my body can't manifest.
Yeah, makes sense.
And I was on my way out, and I just sat on the stairs because I was like so drained from the day, and I just started crying on the stairs, and I was like, man, I just like genuinely feel like I wish I was never born, and I wish that, or I just wish that like I was who I feel like I wish I was who I want to be. And Samantha ended up like coming down stairs, and like she found me crying on the stairs, and we just talked for a little bit. It was really nice. And I don't know, man. Like
It's definitely hard to deal with that kind of thing because, in a sense, you'll never be enough. Like, and as the horrible and disgusting as that sounds, you're never gonna be enough for yourself. Like, you'll always like nitpick on one thing or another, unless you're like the most narcissistic guy of all time. I think
I feel
I don't know. I feel like anybody can find a self can find content.
yeah.
I guess
Listen.
no, but I guess there's that other side of the coin too, because like you can find that, but then like it was like with me, like I found my music and I felt like I found myself, and then I saw the other side of the coin, like it was like I discovered new territory after I made it to that place, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like there's always more to discover and more to better yourself with.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to say. Like, as like horrible as it sounds, I mean, obviously, it's like understanding that you can like never be enough. That's like terrible to hear, but like,
No, I feel like
think
you
it's
can
also
be
a good
enough.
thing. I think there's, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said enough. You can never be like
You will never
the exact person you would want to be.
Yeah.
Because there's always things you can change. Like because you're not perfect.
Yeah,
You're never,
you never
you're not
will
designed to be perfect. So like, don't try to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. Stuff like that. It's just interesting to me. The idea of human nature and mortality and all that kind of stuff. Which I will be doing a video essay about mortality coming soon. Be awesome, guys.
Yeah. Man. I don't even know. Like, it just sucked. Like, today was like such a bittersweet day.
Mm-hmm. Like that.
No.
No.
Man, I don't even know what I want to do with music at this point. Like,
Well, I would say don't stop making music.
yeah.
That would be foolish.
I haven't made music
It's taken a while.
in a very long time. Like the last song I made was "Smoking On," and I haven't released that because I still want to do videos to it, but I just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah. Your last
And in
one-
a sense, like I don't hate the fact that I haven't gotten around to it, like because
Sometimes it's nice to have a break.
yeah, I mean my break's been a very long one.
Deserved.
I mean yeah, but
I mean, your last release wasn't that long ago. It was only what
Miracle.
a week ago. No, it was Buddy.
Buddy
Buddy
yeah.
was on November 18th.
So
All right, guys, this is a shameless plug for Thomas. Listen to Buddy on all platforms, especially SoundCloud.
No, I'm on
TOGA.
Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon Music and literally any platform you could ever find, except for SoundCloud.
Hopefully, by the time this episode goes out, we will also be on Spotify.
And maybe
Yeah.
a SoundCloud.
One click away, and maybe SoundCloud.
Just like Thomas.
I'm not even on SoundCloud anymore.
Speaking of music, I want to start getting into making music, which is what I'm looking to do this winter, which I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Because I don't exactly have the vocals to do like singing or like rapping stuff, but I do want to make like instrumental stuff, which will be interesting.
Dude, you know what I want to get into?
Me.
No. I want to get
Oh no.
I want to do a
Boy.
musical. Like,
Oh yeah,
dude,
you missed our play conversation last week.
That'd be fun, actually.
I feel like I could tear it up in a musical.
Yeah, you could. Tear me up.
Man,
I was about to say that. I was about to say
I
that.
knew
I gave him a look. I just went.
I could see Thomas's face, and I was like, he's not looking at me, so I know Emerson is thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
No, I think a
No.
musical will be incredibly fun. We were talking about in our Puffs group chat today. I think no, it was a few days ago.
Yeah.
It was. They were talking about Hamilton or something, and I was like, man, I know I can't sing, but I'd love to do a musical.
Neither can Lin-Manuel Miranda, but
Who?
he's out there. The guy who played Hamilton.
He can't
I can
sing.
prove
Not
that I
really.
never touch my balls.
He like
with a
or
pen.
like he can hold a tune somewhat, but like his voice is super.
It's very
strange.
weird.
He's like, if I could, like, it's
I
weird.
can
Like,
prove that. It's weird. It's weird. I feel
and
like
I
he's
am
so
not
punchy
throwing
with
away
it.
my shot. Like,
He's
it
punchy
sounds
with
like
He's punchy.
It kind of sounds like Sam whenever he tries to rap. You know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Love you, Sam.
love you, Sam. I know you're not listening because I know you would never,
Listen to the Bald Podcast.
especially not 16
Yes.
minutes in.
60
but-
minutes in is quite a bit.
Yeah.
For the real fans, though,
For the real fans,
appreciate you.
Don't tell Sam.
Taylor,
Taylor, I swear
Taylor,
to God,
we
he
know you're
listened to this
listening.
thing like
Carson?
3 times.
Taylor,
Carson, we know that you're listening.
Ian's dad, what's up?
What's up, Ian's
Can't wait
dad?
to have you on the
Dylan.
show. I'm excited. For
maybe Buffy. Maybe Buffy's listening.
I hope so.
Buffy.
Buffy's cool. Listen, if you're listening this far, real fan. Real fan. Appreciate you guys being here.
And Dylan, I can't wait to have you on.
Oh, I'm stoked.
Guys, that's a little bit of foreshadowing. We're going to have Dylan on. We're going to talk about some nerdy stuff,
I hope so.
and it's going to be awesome,
We
okay?
actually don't know what we're going to talk about yet, but we're excited for
We
it.
got some things we're cooking up, all right? Just you wait. This is going to be the best thing ever. And Christmas special,
Oh, yeah.
we
guys,
got
we're
that in
bringing
the
out-
making.
we're bringing
Unless
out-
one of you die between now and
Okay,
then.
well, we're bringing out the face cam for the Christmas special.
Yeah, we are.
Y'all better be ready to look at
The baldness.
me for an hour.
Y'all better be ready to look at all the baldness going on.
Because we're all extremely bald and extremely hairless. All right, Christmas special.
And I know that there's nobody listening that
Isn't bald.
no I know that there's nobody listening that we don't know right now. But if we don't know you,
You better
comment,
be bald.
No, comment down below
Yeah.
so we know you're a supporter.
Send
all
me
right?
your address.
Send me your IP address.
Send me your address. Send me the 3 digits on the back of your credit card and all the digits on the front and the expiration date, baby.
Yeah.
Bing bong.
Bing bong. See these dogs in your front yard? Just know
You know,
I'm upstairs going
Go
home.
on.
Bing bong.
Oh, he did a backflip. Look, the yellow phone's on.
Man, we gotta talk about something.
Man,
Right.
what is going on in Coney Island?
Dude, yeah, okay.
It's a GTA. It's a GTA lobby, bro. It's so funny. Because
Dude.
like, they just be doing things.
Dude,
Like-
they're just doing stuff.
Do they even have homes?
Do you
Like,
think they have jobs?
where do you think
what
that Byron guy goes at the end
Byron?
of the day?
Okay, Byron guy's definitely just chilling on the street all the time.
Yes.
Masterful beggar.
Is,
or
no,
like,
is he home? Is he homeless or do like
No.
he just choose not to be home? he
there's
just
a difference.
there's a big. It's like
The parallels of a man to be homeless or to not be home.
God. It's like saying I'm a band kid or I'm just a kid in band.
Oh yeah, Thomas, what are your opinions on band kids? We talked about this
Man,
last.
Listen,
week.
you're either a band kid or you're a
Yeah,
kid
but what
in
does that mean
band
to
who
you?
makes fun of band kids.
What does that mean to you?
A band kid?
Yeah,
Like, just incredibly behind the time. Like,
stuck in 2016.
stuck in 2016. Like,
Yeah, what?
you will make Harambe jokes.
You will make big chungus,
And
and you will
believe me, I respect Harambe as much as the last guy, but I will not say
What do you mean by the last guy? What'd you do
The
to
next-
What did you do
Oh,
to the last
no.
the next guy. But listen,
Okay,
Listen,
listen.
Tommy, you gotta keep talking. You
What
can't
are
just
you
say
doing?
listen.
Yeah,
stop
I was so-
talking.
listen, like
Listen, guys.
it was the
All right, all
face
right,
he made
all right,
while
guys.
he did that.
All right, guys, listen.
Guys, hold up.
Listen.
Listen. Nothing.
Yeah, that's my.
Okay.
You guys want to hear my impersonation of Thomas?
But
All right, ready?
if you are shut up, let me finish my thought. If you are still making like Harambe jokes, nah.
If you're still T-posing and unironically talking about Big Chungus, get out.
Yeah,
Get out.
like that is some Caden Graff things to do. you
Dude,
know?
Caden Graff,
No, I don't think he's.
Maybe not
he's
that
not that bad.
He's not
Nah,
that bad.
But he still listens to
he
that.
cares about
Lucid Dream.
he cares about self-image too much to not
He's
like.
gangsta.
Yeah.
He's for real gangsta.
He's
By the way, that's my brother.
Caden Graft. Emerson Graft is the host. I don't know if he said his last name, but
I did not, but now everybody knows my last name and my IP address. It is
Big bald Emerson Graft, baby.
1572.
You see these dogs in your front yard.
Nah, you can't stop it.
Just throw him upstairs. Go,
Go
hard.
hard.
Bing bong.
Man, Coney Island, wildest place on earth.
So we're gonna talk about video games now.
Sure. What are you guys looking forward to?
Oh wait, I want to talk about Kim Jong Un. What is going on over there?
What are you talking about?
And why
Oh
you
yeah,
doing?
No,
dude,
the
just-
people who got.
All right, guys, I'm out of the loop on this one. I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
complain.
basically what happened is two things happened. They're wilding out over there. So basically, some dude tried to smuggle in copies of Squid Game into North Korea, and he was executed by a firing squad.
No
like,
shot.
No, dude, like
Actually, many shots.
Yeah, baby.
they got him on his
That was
knees,
good.
and I
Give
bet
me
you
some.
they unloaded 100 rounds into him. Like, he's literally looking like Swiss cheese. Like,
No shot.
No, he's like shot down to a pulp. He's just like a bloody mess on the floor.
like,
Say what?
dude, for
Shut your
what?
mouth.
And for what?
What is
Because
the other
he brought
thing that
Squid
happened?
Game into
Dude, it's
North
because it shows South Korean culture to North Koreans, and North Koreans believe that they are superior, but South Koreans are clearly superior because of the economic ideology compared to North Koreans. All right?
Like, they're just in such strict, like, they have a death grip on their throat. Like,
What's the second thing that happened?
the second thing that happened is Kim Jong-un banned everyone from wearing leather coats
Yeah.
because because he believed they were stealing his style.
Dude, Kim Jong-un is literally just Nick Avocado. He's just Nick Avocado. But,
Okay,
like,
listen,
in
listen.
control of millions of people.
Listen, you can't deny that Kim Jong Un is kind of fresh with the leather coat.
Man,
Okay, it's true.
it's true.
He kind of looking good.
And I bet you he's got the fatty. They
Hey
just
North
will
Korea,
not drop the
hey North
pics.
Korea, if you're listening, Kim Jong Un, for real, be fresh. Please don't come to my house.
Man,
For legal reasons, these are all jokes.
Kim Jong-un, if you need to hear anything,
You know the law
I
don't apply
hate
over
you.
there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to come into your country and I will slaughter.
Hey, I am not associated
Slaughter
with this guy.
gang.
Nah,
I'm not
Slaughter
associated.
gang.
no, turn off the
This
podcast.
is
Oh,
Thomas,
that's
this is
a wrap, that's a
Thomas
wrap.
Manual Garza.
No,
thing.
that is Mikey Reidenbach.
Wrong.
Okay, so
and
that's
wrong.
actually gonna wrap it up for today's episode.
Kidding.
We all died.
Oh man.
I'm not that.
Can
North
I just
Korea.
talk about some of the people in Puffs though?
Yeah, we talked about it last week.
Yeah,
I
I know,
would love
but
to hear
I
your
wanted to
perspective.
share. I
on
wanted
it.
to share some of my opinions.
Man.
So
I'd love
that
to hear it.
one, the only one that I didn't really like was that one. And
Yes.
you know,
You can tell what role they played. If they played many roles.
yeah,
Okay, so we all know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
If you were involved,
didn't really like them simply because
they were that one.
yes,
They were
it's
just-
just them.
They have some controversy.
Mad
going
respect
on.
for Buffy. They are probably one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Agreed.
They are incredibly funny. Like
And
never-
talented. Very talented as well.
Yeah, very talented. I never expected them to be as funny as they were.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. Like I just expected.
I guess
Are you
think
homophobic?
it's the. All right, let's talk about
Oh.
homophobia. No, we're not talking about it again. Oh, but like I think there's that stigma around theater kids.
Yeah,
That-
like there was that stigma.
Yeah.
Dude, and I feel like next time I audition, I can do incredibly well just because I'm so uncomfortable. I'm so comfortable with everybody in that.
I'm
Dude,
just
I
so
agree.
uncomfortable in social
Me too.
situations, but I'll do really good. I promise.
And then also Taylor, mad respect. Taylor can sing.
I
Like
didn't know that.
no,
I
like
I've never heard Taylor sing.
she she'll be looking at her phone and like she'll be singing and such
Singing and such.
and I'll hear her and I'll go, "Nice voice, Taylor," like because like she genuinely has a nice voice, and then she'll just look at me like, "What?" And then like she'll realize that I'm hearing her sing and like she'll get uncomfortable, but like she has a nice voice.
Right? She's
That's
just
so
shy.
awesome.
of it.
Carson was mad good at his roles.
Love Carson.
Yeah.
Carson, I know you listened in, and I know you heard us talk about you last week, and we talked.
And your house is dope.
All right, let's.
That's all
And
I'm
I'm
gonna say.
in your walls.
I'm
And,
in your house, in your manual elevator right now.
Kaylin was awesome.
Yeah.
Also incredibly talented.
Yes, very talented.
Very funny, very fun to be around.
Yes.
Definitely when I was dancing backstage. Glad to have you dancing with me. It was great.
Aw.
Yeah, Kalen was so hyped.
We were grooving.
And then there's that one.
And then the
Then there's
one,
that
not
one.
a fan.
Damien, dude. Damien
Damien's
is
funny.
so funny.
He is funny.
Yeah, and also whoever runs the Mr. Horse fan club page is hilarious as well. No correlation.
Oh, I get it.
What's going on? What's up, guys?
Who else did I love on that cast?
Hey, you guys want to hear my microwave impression?
Jupe was awesome.
Do you guys want to hear my microwave impression?
Man, don't even do it.
Okay, let him do it. Let's go!
Thank you.
Okay,
I've
as
been
I was
hyping that up for a
saying,
while now.
Jupe was hype.
He's been hyping that up for a while now.
I'm very glad that these people finally know like who I really am.
Man.
You know?
That's fact.
It's a shame I hate
That's
you,
why.
though.
That's why you love him so much, because
I'm
you can be
sorry,
yourself.
That was a joke.
Yeah, and like they like none of them expected to like me, which was like kind of funny because like it was kind of just a shock.
Dude, honestly, I didn't. I expected them to hate you.
Honestly, I did too. I was like, man,
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna absolutely hate you.
the only
That's
like
fair.
the only reason that I doubted doing the play, I'm like, man, I mean, I'm about to spend 6 weeks with a bunch of people that hate my guts. No, but they ended up really liking me. Like I was all right, you know.
Because you're a good person.
Yeah.
You're a better
Dude,
person.
you know what's wild? I didn't know that you were. Okay, so I found out that liberal and libertarian are completely opposites.
Yeah.
Explain.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I thought their liberal was just short for libertarian. But liberal basically means that you want a strong central government and like you want
Yeah,
a
it's like-
powerful government that controls a lot of aspects of your life.
It's like Federalist.
Yes, and liberal dang it.
Libertarian.
Libertarian.
You.
Oh yeah, you're so funny. I hate you.
I continue my sheet.
Okay, but libertarian is just
You believe that?
basically saying F the government.
Yeah, like they're very
Like an
different.
anarchist?
Yeah, pretty
Kinda.
much. Honestly, like pretty much leave it up to state government. Basically, it's like anti-federalist,
Mm.
federalist.
Like
cool.
I believe that there needs to be some sort of government, right? And I feel like there should be rules and regulations so that no company could ever become too strong.
Like Pepsi.
Yeah,
That's no seriously. Pepsi
or
is like
honestly, yeah.
I
Or
would have said.
or like lobbyists.
oh yeah,
who,
screw that man.
who keep the country at a standstill.
like a
But I
Mexican
also
bulldog.
don't believe you should have a government with a grip on the people's balls. Like,
Okay.
All I can think about is your balls, man.
man,
Man, this reminds me of the time when Thomas said that decimals were the worst thing since the crucifixion, and Mr. Parker was right there.
Mr.
Yeah, Mr.
Wayman.
No,
It's Mr. Parker with a
Mr.
haircut.
Parker with a haircut.
He got a haircut.
Hey, by the way, guys, we got a new principal, but it's actually just Mr. Parker with a haircut. So
Mr.
actually,
Parker, if you're listening, we love you, and I'm glad you're still with us.
I'm sorry
shout
you
out
had
to
to hear
your
me talk
barber.
about balls.
Shout out to your Bobby
Shout
dog.
out to your
He
barber.
did some crazy words.
Shout out to your
Almost
barber,
as good as
dog.
Mikey's barber.
Dude, remember when we went?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
All right, I'm gonna flash a picture of
Mikey's awesome haircut.
my awesome haircut.
And it's awesome.
Like 2 months ago. It was.
Luckily, he's bald now, so it doesn't matter.
Yep. All right, flash it now.
Oh!
How'd you guys like it? I hope you loved it.
Let's comment in the comments in the comments down below in the comments if
The
you like the
comparison.
haircut in the comments.
Exactly.
Dude, but nah. I forget what I was saying.
Dude, you have. I swear to God, we all have like some form of ADHD, and it's terrible staying on
I don't.
topic.
I'm
Oh,
awesome.
yeah,
I don't.
I
I'm
feel-
awesome.
All right, hold on. Let's just hold on. I'm gonna look for some topics to talk about.
Thomas-
Man, no, put your
No,
phone away.
dude.
That's not how this works.
Roger.
You cannot come on here and change the rules of the conversation.
Look,
Put your phone away.
clearly, Thomas has never done a
Yeah, this guy
podcast
must.
before.
This must be this guy's first podcast. Not me though.
Not me though.
Not me though. High five.
Yeah.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
So
Mikey and I-
YK Osiris said, "I just went to sleep and don't wake back up."
What are you talking about?
All right, Thomas, put your phone away.
Can we talk about that one guy, that guy that made the song Soul Train? All right, let's get.
What's his name?
Man in Philadelphia.
I don't know, but I'm gonna play
killed
this.
by stray
I hope
bullet
it-
while eating Thanksgiving
No,
dinner.
Thomas,
It,
shut up.
it just takes off it takes off monetization, but we don't even have that. So
Okay, cool.
all right, listen to this.
If I gave you all my
It's so good. I'm completely kidding.
Dude, that was.
It
it's
is
terrible.
god awful. It is terrible.
Talk about a trash song, dude. Honestly, like I get music taste is subjective, but that's just bad to everybody,
Dude,
right?
like,
Man, I
come
hate them
on.
people that like ride Kanye so much.
Oh, I hate that, dude. I don't
Dude.
like Kanye that much, dude. He's over. He's.
Don't get me wrong.
Some people over
very influential artist. Don't get me wrong. Very great artist. Is he overhyped?
Yes.
Absolutely. Kanye sold 725,000 units his first week of Donda.
Was it
Could've-
deserved?
Not really.
Was the album worth it?
Not really.
Was it overhyped? Absolutely.
Donda was
Dude, he made it out to be as if it was like God's message to Earth, but
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Yeah, welcome
It
to
was
the Bible.
Donda.
yeah. This literally he made it sound like that this was gonna be the last book of the Bible.
Yo,
Donda.
Donda,
Absolutely.
colon,
He
the
had, like,
Bible too.
How many listening parties and then didn't release it on every single time he would announce it? Like, who does that? Who do you think you are?
Dude,
Only
Don-
Kanye.
and then the second that I said anything about it in the group chat, I said, "Yo, probably could have done 1.5 million sales the first week if he had just dropped it when he said he would." And then I got the response, "Nah, it's Kanye. It's Kanye.
It's
It's
such
gonna
a
be
Kanye thing to do.
no." And I'm like, "Nah,
Just because you're Kanye does not excuse just not releasing something and then it being good.
Kanye. No,
Yeah.
He's
it was
good.
a bit. It was
He's
good,
good.
but
like okay, the
No,
I
album-
wasn't a fan, but that's not my
yeah,
taste.
well, that's not my
so.
taste.
Some of the songs on the album were great.
brother was
Come to
bad.
Life was good. Moon was good. Hurricane was good.
yeah, yeah, I agree. Jail.
But they were
I
not
like
the.
Jail.
They did not shock my core and make me feel like, oh my god, I'm ascending to heaven right now.
This is Donda.
Oh my god, my soul is transcended. Like no.
You know, one artist I can say has done that. Kendrick Lamar. I love him.
Dude,
I would
no.
literally. I love him.
No.
What would you
Okay.
do?
Nothing.
No. And then
I would kiss that man.
instead, Kanye did 725,000 units, and Adele just dropped last week, and she
850,000.
850,000 units
Let's go
sold
Adele. Girl boss.
solely because
Go
she
Boss
dropped
Queen.
when she said she would. Like
Dude, Adele, isn't Adele like not dropped in like 8 years or something?
Yeah, like,
That's
6
wild.
years.
just
It's 6
Adele-
years, but okay.
it's just Adele. Like
You look that up. Make sure that's right.
It is. I swear to God.
All right. Well, last time we got it wrong when we were talking about Pride.
No, okay, that's wild. 2015?
2015 is when it legalized, but that's not why they have it in June.
Yeah.
They have it in
thank you,
June
Buffy.
because of yes. Shout out to Buffy
well,
for
we'll-
giving me a quick history lesson. We're gonna save this for when they come on the show, but we're gonna do a quick history lesson. It's gonna be awesome. Anyways, yeah, I think Donda was very much overhyped.
Overhyped. Absolutely. Your brother seemed to love it though. He almost.
That
It's almost as
doesn't
if he
mean-
rode the
literally-
hype train.
It's almost like it means absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it's almost as if his opinion means
Dude.
absolutely nothing.
and like
Not to be rude,
people-
but his music taste is just not very good. In
for
my
people
opinion.
to tell and for people to come in and overhype Kanye like, oh, he's the best artist of all time. Like,
No.
no,
Have
he's
ya-
not.
Have you guys ever heard of Beethoven?
Let's
Are we gonna talk
no.
about influence?
But
Are we
let's
gonna talk about
let's-
influence?
No, let's actually talk about some of these people. Like,
Lil
shoot.
Nas X.
Are we gonna
No,
talk
like,
about the Beatles?
The
Elvis
four:
Presley?
Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael, and Leonardo.
Those are not musical artists. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I said artists. I didn't say musical artists.
That's true. Emerson, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci. I'm pretty sure he was a philosopher as well.
He was
painter.
a painter, sculptor, inventor,
I watched.
bit of a philosopher. I'm not really sure how much.
But the man
I watched this
contemplated-
one TikTok of Doctor Who. It was like a TikTok of a clip of it, and they brought
Leonardo da Vinci to the
they
museum.
brought him to the museum and showed his work, and people loved his work, and he
I
cried.
thought that was Van Gogh.
Yes, it was. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, y'all are just making
Yeah,
things
you're
up.
talking about the.
You literally agreed with me, Thomas. You agreed.
No,
with me.
but I was thinking of the
No,
TikTok.
no.
No. But for real, like Da Vinci was everything. Like a philosopher. Like, I don't even know. Like Kanye is just not that. Just like
Well,
I get that he contemplates existence and such, but that does not put him above anybody else.
Yeah, I think everybody does. Everybody
Yeah.
with half a brain.
man, I'd be doing that.
Kanye.
Some people do it more than others.
and Kanye didn't have
But
any.
like he's sure as hell not the first person to contemplate his existence in music.
Yeah, like his.
Nor his relationship with his mom or the fact that she died. I know that that's tragic, right?
Yeah.
But it's I don't want to say
He
it's not a cash grab that he uses his mom's name
Yeah.
for the album and all that stuff, but I feel like I don't know, I can't really speak on that because it could be genuinely emotionally like that's why he did it was out of pure emotion, but it also could have been to get it not attention, but you know what I mean.
Gotta get
It's
them
like
clicks.
no.
What did you just say?
So you gotta get them clicks, man.
Like Bald Podcast,
Yeah,
baby.
make sure you guys are watching this video.
35 minutes, and I don't think anybody's listening.
Man,
It's like-
listen. Anybody who's left watching, I'm sorry. This episode is just off the rails tonight.
Dude,
No.
who cares? This is
No,
how it's
but-
supposed to be. This is Bald
True,
Podcast,
true,
No,
baby.
but-
right.
Kanye West, that album literally had no depth to it. Like, he talked, of course it was tragic that his mom died. Like, it would be for anybody. And he sung about it. Like, oh, my mom died and this sucks and I'm sad. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But, like,
It's just like base level.
other
emotion.
than that was just base level emotion of, like, how he felt.
Tragic
and people
thing,
were like, and then
sad.
literally all he rapped about on that album was his mother dying and Jesus. And then I said there was absolutely no depth to that album. Like, he's rapped about Jesus and his mother dying, which are not, and I didn't say anything else. And somebody said, "Oh, so those are what's wrong with rapping about Jesus?" And I go, "There's nothing wrong about rapping about Jesus."
But to say that's like the most like
But yeah,
like I don't know,
Yeah.
crazy album to come out this year would just be a blatant like falsehood because it wasn't like
Yeah.
there was no content. There was no content.
I mean,
or like complexity.
It
I think that's
is-
the word I'm looking for.
it is a lot more complex than what a lot of people do to like rap
Yeah,
about.
but I don't think it's the second coming of Christ in
No,
the form of music.
like, I know people
Like-
people also overhype Kendrick like I do, but actually,
But
I
you
don't know if
know,
it's overhyped because
even
Kendrick
then-
raps about multiple subjects, and
Dude.
it's and his music is so hard to decipher because he has so many like hidden meanings in each one of
no,
like,
literally, the Blacker the Berry literally raps about how, like, he hates how police shoot young black men in the street, but also he says he has no room to be talking
because
because he
yeah.
is one of the people that shot another black man in the street. Like, you're shooting each other, and you don't see the irony in it.
and
Like,
he opens up every single verse with "I'm the biggest hypocrite of 2015," like
Yeah.
clearly, like and obviously not even hinting, but blatantly saying, "I'm a hypocrite, but this is how I feel still."
yeah, like, and it makes sense. Like, you can be upset with something, but still see your own hypocrisy in it.
And then at the end of the song, I think he says something about how cops kill people, and then he says something
But
about how
A
he
stripe
kills,
will make me kill a man blacker than me.
and then he says hypocrite,
Yeah.
and then it's just that like last line is so powerful.
Like, I've listened to Kanye's albums. I don't think he's ever made a song like Blacker the Berry before. Like,
no, or Mad City, he talks about what specifically, like that one guy that killed his cousin.
yeah. He says, oh, shoot, what does he say about him? He says he hates him, but at the same time, like, he did that to somebody else, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if I killed N-word at the age of 16, would you believe me? And an innocent Kendrick seemed like something like that. But yeah. And then what? Emerson, what?
I don't know what we're talking
He just
about.
doesn't know what we're talking
Oh.
about.
I'm extremely like unversed in this topic of conversation, but I enjoy listening to it. So please keep talking.
Okay. But yeah, he raps about so many different stories. Like in Duckworth, the last song on his album, Damn, he talks, it literally is just a story about how coincidences happen every single day, and that the biggest coincidence happened that the person that, I think it's like the person that runs his label, right?
Mhm.
Is it Top Dog Records or something like
Yeah.
that? The person that runs that label used to, and maybe I don't know if he still is, a gang like leader or whatever, you know, and like he's a part of a gang, and he sticks up stores and has killed people. He tells the story about how back in like I think 90s or 80s or 90s, he killed somebody, and basically it went to trial. He didn't get proven guilty because the witnesses couldn't prove it, and basically so he went back to hustling, and his dad moved. I think they moved from like Chicago, right? Him and his mom, and then they had kids. Kendrick was one of them, obviously, and he worked at KFC, and he knew that the guy had killed people there, like stuck up the store and killed the manager a year ago before that. So he got on the gang person's good side, and he made sure that if that ever happened, he would be fine. So basically, he ended up robbing the KFC again. But he let Kendrick's dad go because he had been like giving them free food and stuff. But if he hadn't have done that, he probably would have killed him, leaving Kendrick with just a single mom, meaning that Kendrick probably would have turned to a life of crime, because he said that one of the most influential things in his life was having two parents. Like, that was one of the things that kept him out of becoming a gang member. So that coincidence, and then the guy that almost shot his dad is the guy that runs his record company, and so, or label company or whatever, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's that guy. And so they basically met back up like all these years later and told the story. And like, that's how Kendrick, like, if that wouldn't have happened, he even says, he's like, the world will never have the greatest rapper, because like, he's in the song he says that.
Yeah. And like, Damn was also about at the end of it, you hear the album play in reverse.
Yeah.
So he loops back to the beginning. Like, and the beginning is all about how, like, he uses the metaphor of the blind woman walking down the street. What?
No, can I have a sip of that?
Oh, yeah. He uses the metaphor of the blind woman walking down the street to represent, like, kind of the people from Fox News who didn't really understand his music. Like, and he tried to offer them help to help them understand what he was trying to say. And then like, she says, no, but I can help, like,
Yeah.
You're lost. And then she turns around and shoots him. Like, it's a metaphor of, like, he tried to help them, and then they said, no, you're wrong, and then just went at him. Like,
Yeah.
He was just trying to make them understand what it was like, and they just totally denied all.
And then in like the second song of his album, it starts off with a clip, or no,
Yeah.
it starts off with a clip of Fox News saying, like, reciting the verse from All Right, and we hate Popo when they kill us dead in the street for show. And then he's like, yeah, I don't like that, and blah, 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 but.
And then, like, it just shows how him rapping about it and the album totally reversing just shows that it's an endless cycle. Like, neither of them can win if neither of them are willing to look at each other's side. Like,
Right.
And I think that all this, like, obviously I don't really understand because I am not an avid Kendrick or Kanye listener, but from what I'm understanding, I think this is the, like, complexity and, like, metaphor, like complexities that Kanye would be missing to become like I don't want like a next level rapper, like something with meaning and legacy, or something that'll keep his name relevant rather than just baseless rapping, which is what I feel plagues the market.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, sometimes I do feel like I like listening to baseless rapping because sometimes it's catchy.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time, it's just not good.
Dude, that Migos song, what was it called? That new one?
Straightening.
Oh my.
It's just basic, generic.
Dude, that made me so straightening like a straightener. Like, what are you saying? It just makes me so mad. Like, you're not saying anything.
Yeah, I mean, you can talk a lot and not say anything, and I feel like
Yeah. A lot of people can do that. Like,
I feel like I do that a lot too. A
lot of people can talk for hours and not say a single thing. Like,
which is wild to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That's kind of like it's the problem I have with rap as, like, not a avid, like, constant listener to it. I kind of feel like I get stuck in that part where I'm only listening to, like, baseless stuff because that's what's plaguing the market, and that's what becomes popular because that's the catchier thing. So it's like I don't know, like, unmotivating. Like, I don't want to listen to this anymore. This is talking about just talking about banging women. You know? Like, that's like such like a stereotype, but like you get stuck into that pit, and it's like
one of the saddest things though is like listening to Juice WRLD music, simply because like you hear him talk about the very thing that killed him, and it sounds like a cry for help now that you listen to it again.
Yeah.
Do you think it was?
Probably, but like he just never got the help he needed, or if he did, it's like I don't know, man. It just wasn't enough. Like, yeah.
That's why I like listening to Kendrick Lamar and Kid Cudi so much, because they're just
artists.
Like Kid Cudi, I feel like his sound mixing is amazing, and like he genuinely tells a good story, especially his first album, Man on the Moon. That album is very good. I think start from finish.
Dude, and
One of my favorites.
another thing that Kanye does is like he will just ruin a song with things that don't need to be in it. Like in Runaway, the last 4 minutes of the song is just him mumbling and humming.
Dude, that song is like, I mean, I love the sound of the song, right?
Yeah.
I absolutely love the sound of the song. But then you get to like the lyrics, and it literally, I sent this B a picture of my D. I don't know what it is with females, but I'm not too good at that. And then like, he's like, I don't know. He talks about something that's like a little complex. Not really. Like he says, now I can have me a good girl, but I'll still be addicted to the hood rats. Like that's just like talking about how he cannot get settled down. Like the most simple of concepts. And then like I love the sound of it. The sound of it's really good, but the lyrics mean very little.
I don't know, man. Like,
And it's not like his voice is even good either. Like that's what I just don't like. His voice is just like
I think his voice is like he's a good rap. He has
No,
a good rapper
it's-
voice.
it's unique.
Like,
But it's also
Heartless-
just like he's talking though.
Honestly, I think some of the best, like, most relatable lyrics Kanye ever wrote was in Heartless, which is probably one of his more popular songs.
Well, yeah, I love that song. Like
Yeah,
I do like that song. That's one of my favorites.
But then also at the end of that song, there's his humming, and it just kind of sounds like shit. Like,
He's just kind of
oh
like,
shoot,
You're fine.
it's
Yeah.
fine, it doesn't matter. I think he's just filling time to fill time.
yeah.
I don't know. Seems like he just doesn't have anything to say at that point, so he's just like, all right, well, there's still the rest of this loop, so
No, but like,
dude,
dude, I want to pull up this. I might as well pull up the song,
yeah, might as well.
dude, because you need it for context. But like,
Right.
Runaway, it basically ends off.
It's a 7-minute song, and for 3 minutes,
Hey,
he's
wait,
singing.
listen, like, it ends off like right. It should end off like right around here, right?
But not.
It doesn't. It just keeps going, and then it should end off right here,
Oh.
and then listen.
This would be a killer ending.
And then see, it ends off. It should end off like right where it
A piano
begins.
loop.
A piano loop. Oh, I should just look it up on the computer next time because
Yeah.
see, listen, and then it just starts like this. Just wait. This for literally 2 minutes and 55 seconds. That,
That okay. I would
dude,
say,
literally,
like,
look.
something like that. Make your own song.
No
if you're gonna make
lyrics.
Something like that.
There are no lyrics
Make
the
it
rest of
an
the time.
interlude.
If you want to make something where it's just sound and it's like,
Don't
means nothing, do
make
not
it.
include it in
In a-
another song.
Yeah,
you
like-
gotta make that its own separate thing.
Make
'cause
it an interlude.
Otherwise, those are two different
Oh.
ideas in one idea. You cannot do
but
that.
it's his artistic creativity.
No.
No,
It's
not listen to me. It's his artistic like creativity. No, it's not. I know what artistic creativity sounds like. He stuck to the loop. He stuck to the piano loop. He added in a couple violins, and then he just went in the studio and went No,
Dude, it's just bad.
I would, if you want to do that, just make another track.
Like,
It doesn't. It doesn't have to be 7 minutes. You could have a 3-minute song and then another 3-minute like bit.
interlude. Just like
yes.
call it Runaway outro. Like
Seriously.
it's not that hard.
Dude,
Because
'cause
at that point you're just making.
it could have been a radio song. It
Yeah.
could have been a radio song, but that ruins it because there's no. I don't. At least as far as I know,
Oh, he's not doing it to be a radio song. I don't care.
make
like,
it decent. Like, dude, that has to be like one of the honestly, like that's a really good song, but it gets ruined because the last 3 minutes of it are complete dog shit.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't even get royalties from it from Apple Music because you have to listen to half the song to get royalties.
Yeah, it's wild to me, dude.
I mean, I get it. Maybe he doesn't care about the money, but just people are not going to care about your sound if you're going to be throwing stuff like that.
I mean,
in there.
clearly
Yeah.
people still care about it.
Right? Yeah, but
People
you know.
care. Kanye could get away with things like releasing songs late back in 2000s. Like, but Kanye does not carry that type of.
He did. He did. Dude, you should have seen all the TikToks absolutely riding him. Dude, oh my god. It was like half my TikTok was talking about Donda. Like, and then he just never
Didn't he,
released it.
Float in like a football stadium one time or something.
It was
What was
wild.
that? What was that?
It was wild.
I never.
Man.
What was that? It was like was there anything to that? What was he
No,
doing?
like
Dude, they were just
did it.
partying it up, waiting for it to release because he
Man,
knew he was gonna make millions from
It's
it.
a waste of time, man.
No, and then Donda released, and it was probably one of his less better performing albums. Like,
Mhm.
you cannot just because you think that you are this much of a legend does not mean rules don't apply to you. Like,
It also doesn't mean you are that legend that you
Yeah.
think you are.
you may used to be, but
Yeah,
Not now. I mean,
Yeah.
Drake
now.
kind of clowned on him. Like,
yeah. No, Drake and him are cool now, but I think it's simply for financial gain.
yeah, like.
It's a ploy.
Also, I'm pretty sure Drake did more numbers on CLB than Donda did.
Dude, and that has to be also like, I like Knife Talk. I like that song.
Yeah, like,
I liked that song, and I'm pretty sure that's like one of the only ones I liked on his whole album. But it was simply because 21.
yeah. And then the rest of the album were sleepers. Like, it was
Yeah.
songs for white girls. Like,
Literally.
get
Or Caden
I
Graft.
mean, is there any difference between Kane Graff and White Girl?
No.
No, there isn't.
Yeah,
There is
but
not.
I agree with you, Thomas. Like, his album has even less meaning, in my opinion.
yeah,
CLB
no,
does.
I'm-
I do not like Drake.
At least
Drake-
Drake,
at least-
I can sleep on Drake, all the
Drake had
time.
meaning. Drake had meaning back in Martin's.
At least Drake's album didn't get praised for its meaning,
That's
Yeah,
true.
like Donda did.
people like,
That's true. People didn't. I don't
and
think
at
people
least
were.
Drake dropped when he said he was going to. Like,
Yeah, I don't.
and that's simple. Like,
I
Kanye.
just respected your fans at that point.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Kanye. Like,
He thought he was above that. He thought he could get away with it. And people even like
He almost did. He pretty much did.
but diehard Kanye fans were like, "Man, just drop already. What are you doing?"
yeah.
Because it's ridiculous.
I knew about the jokes of him not dropping before I even knew about the album. If
Oh,
that
wait.
doesn't tell you anything, I don't know what will.
Yeah.
Drake's Certified Lover Boy first week sales nearly doubled Kanye West's Donda debut.
Man, wild.
Actually, no, Donda didn't even do 700,000.
Yeah. How many? What did it do?
Maybe it did 253.
Jeez, that's terrible.
Like,
Wow, that
dude,
is-
that's Eminem's.
Well,
worst
not
album.
terrible. I should
No.
not say terrible because
No,
Yeah.
but for Kanye,
But for
that is
Kanye.
god
Even
awful.
Bald podcast.
Dude,
does better
Eminem.
than that.
No, Eminem's revival.
Bald Podcast someday will get more than that, baby.
Yeah, Bald Podcast already does better than Donda. Leave
Yeah.
a comment if you guys think Bald Podcast is better than Donda.
And comment banana if you're still listening.
Dude, Eminem's
Leave a like on-
revival
Guys, leave a like on this video if
did
you think Bald Podcast.
267,000 sales the first week, which is almost the same as Donda
To date, or like to the first week?
first week.
Uh,
But first week sales are everything.
Yeah,
that's where a
facts.
majority of
Okay,
these sales
no,
will come from.
Revival did
Uh-huh.
40,000 less, and Revival was straight dog crap. Like,
Yeah, that is true. That dude, how does someone like Eminem like release something like that though?
I don't even know. I don't know.
What made it bad?
No,
What made-
Eminem's Kamikaze did 410,000.
That I like that album.
Yeah, that was a good album.
What-
That's
Eminem's
pretty good.
What made Revival bad?
honestly, like, it just wasn't good music. Like, it was conscious rap, but at the same time, like, he was going for a new style, like,
Mm.
and it was just like not something you could really, I don't know, listen to.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
I guess.
He was more trying to prove points on the album, but like
Okay.
he didn't prove points and make bangers at the same time. Then, which is something Kendrick can do.
Oh yes, exactly. That. Yeah, I feel like the reason Kid Cudi is so good at making his music is because he's really good at hooks. Very good at hooks. It's like every single song in his Man on the Moon album, his first album, like his studio debut, every single song on it was like had a good hook and it was catchy and such.
And even, dude, like, even Eminem's Music to Be Murdered By, side A and B, did more sales than Donda first week.
Really?
Like, his side A sold 270,000. His side B sold about, like, 64,000, which was more than Donda. Like,
Yeah, it was wild. Emerson,
Yeah.
I know you wanted to talk about something interesting called string theory.
Oh, absolutely. All right, guys. We've been talking about music for like a half an hour now, so I say we move on. If we've lost all our listeners by now, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, I think we lost him at like the first 5 minutes.
After it went off the rails. All right, guys, let's talk about string theory. I know you guys have all been looking forward to this.
Oh, I have actually.
Really?
Yeah.
So before Mikey got here, I was sitting in my car just researching string theory because I find it fascinating. So I just want to talk about it. So let's talk about. Put your phone down, Thomas. I'm trying
Dude,
to
I
talk to
was
you, fool.
listening.
Nah,
Sure.
come on, man. All right. So string theory is this idea that like particles are strings, so, right? So the way gravity works is that space is like a grid. It's like a plane, and you get these like celestial bodies, like a black hole or a planet, and it like weighs down on this plane. It's kind of like putting a dumbbell onto a mattress. It'll like its pit, and so gravity, like circles that pit. It circles like the not the rim, but like the incline of the pit, and that's why it, like circles around bigger like bodies. And there's these particles going in this this pit called gravitons, right? And gravitons are similar to like a proton or a neutron, which are quarks. Those are like the smallest form of particle possible, right?
Yeah.
And that's what makes up matter. And then you have this other form of particle called a boson, which
Bozo.
Boson.
a boson, which is like these interactions or these energies or like waves.
Those are these nuts on your shit.
Okay.
All right.
And there's this thing called the standard model, which explains all that except gravitons. So people like when Newton discovered like how to calculate for gravity, he didn't know what caused it, and then Einstein tried to figure out, and that's what they developed like string theory into.
Yeah.
And so instead of like particles being like a point, like on a grid, which is what people thought it was for a long time, they decided that instead of a point, it was like this string. So it was either like this long line, kind of like a guitar string, or it was like this loop. And what like differentiated like the different particles was like the vibrations of that string, which also means that the idea of string theory also leads to the possibility of
Multiverse?
wormholes,
Oh.
like
I
possible
thought we were
wormholes.
talking about like different strings vibrating.
But those wormholes can lead to multiverses.
Oh, whoa.
So, okay, I'm going to set an example. We live on one like plane of space. Let's say that plane exists 1 foot above the ground, right? There's another plane of space millions of light years away, a half a foot from the ground. But the reason that works is because the universe is so expansive, it doesn't matter where those planes exist, they'll eventually connect. That means when the universe was created, these strings were stretched out into these cosmic strings, which means they like stretch between that 6-inch point and that foot point. So that means if we were able to open that string, we would be able to like transcend through that foot point to the 6-inch point, basically traveling faster than the speed of light because we ripped a hole in space-time.
Well, also mean that's time travel, also kind of.
Mm,
Because if you're going faster than the speed of light.
well, because you're not actually traveling that speed of light. You're traveling through space. You're traveling
Okay, I
through
guess.
like a rip.
Yeah.
Think of it like a zipper. Like you're just traveling down.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know. It wouldn't be down because it's not really. And the weird thing about string theory is it only works in like 6 dimensions. So right now we live in a 3-dimensional. So right now it's theoretical, obviously, because it doesn't work in 3-dimensional, in like a 3-dimensional plane. But the math checks out for a 6-dimensional plane, meaning it's like the most promising like theory of everything, meaning it could explain everything, including gravitons, which the standard model cannot explain. Which is so fascinating because that means like wormholes and like interdimensional travel and like interplanetary travel is like attainable
Yeah.
in the future. Which is so, that string theory is just cool because it's like, I don't know, man. It's weird. It's
Man.
weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're just talking.
Man, just like
Theoretical stuff like that is extremely.
That is
interesting.
cool.
Hey, you guys want to hear how to make a bomb out of a black hole?
Man, so,
I talked about it for like a week at the beginning of this.
yeah,
period.
every day I walked into pre-calc and this man goes, "Hey, you want to hear how to make a bomb out of a black hole?"
It's like the same thing with Bald Podcast until we made it a reality. So let's make a bomb out of a black hole, guys.
Yeah, we can nuke the universe. Now that would be awesome.
That would be awesome, dude.
Isn't it weird how black holes are just ripping space time?
Yeah.
Like their mass is so condensed that it breaks space time and it just leads into a pit of beyond matter itself. That's just wild to me. I don't really understand it.
Dude, there's just one other thing that can rip the density of space-time. It's called these nuts.
Man, shut up.
Man, that was funny, Thomas. Notice how I'm laughing hysterically hard. Oh, you just put your foot on my mouth. That
No,
was
but
awesome.
what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh yeah, have you guys ever seen Interstellar?
I've seen parts of it.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I've seen like the first parts of it, but I think I know what happens. The dude like goes on a journey into space and such, and then he
Like
gets
time
stuck
moves
into a
differently.
black hole, and then he becomes a fifth dimensional god and sees himself making these decisions.
What isn't the fifth dimension? Because fourth dimension is time, so what's fifth?
I don't know, dude. I think it's fourth dimension.
And then he sees himself make these decisions, and he pounds on a bookcase, and the book falls. And
Okay,
it became
so
a funny meme format.
Basically, I don't know how people think that it's a master of like cinematography because like the first part on Earth is such a fever dream, dude. The acting is just weird in my opinion, and like it just doesn't feel genuine. Now once he gets into space, I think that's really cool because him by himself, he's a great actor. I think an
Yeah.
amazing
Who's
actor.
the lead
Matthew
actor?
McConaughey, right?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
What?
I said I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. I was asking Thomas basically. But basically, he's on Earth. The Earth is dying, right? Obviously, and he is an ex like pilot, I think, for the Air Force or something weird. And the Earth is just like running out of oxygen, so they have to find
They balls. You guys get that reference?
Nope.
All right, continue.
All right. Well, basically, he finds like NASA from this weird like it was like this weird occurrence that happened inside of his daughter's bedroom that he got the coordinates to where NASA is secretly hiding
Why is NASA hiding?
because they
Useful.
apparently disbanded it because like it was a waste of government like resources basically.
Oh.
But like they didn't. So
Okay.
that's what I mean. It's kind of just a weird fever dream.
That's a weird
But
concept.
he shows up and like they know him because like he was pretty good at like his job in the Air Force, I'm pretty sure, or something like that. And basically they tell him they're like, yeah, we're gonna go try to find a new planet and you're gonna do it.
Okay.
They're like, we haven't not had a pilot as good as you, so we've been needing somebody and we're gonna have you do it. And so they have him do it, and basically like literally the next day he goes on like
It's just stupid.
dude, it's so weird. He goes like on a like decade-long journey or
The
something
parts
crazy.
I've seen is just like when they're on the big water planet, and then the one guy just doesn't go back in the ship and he dies.
Yeah, no. So he goes on like a trip to that water planet to see if it was like habitable. So they get on it and they basically find out that there is water and there is like I think it's like breathable,
And it's
But-
there's like tidal waves all the
but
time.
like yeah, it's literally just water and there's like a huge tsunami that hits them. But then they find out that since it was like a weird warp in gravity or something, like or speed or something, I don't know how to explain it, but if you go in the atmosphere of that world, that the time goes like every second is like a day or something crazy. It's wild. So like they spent like an hour on the planet or something, like a few hours on the planet, and basically it translated to like 20 some years.
Really? Oh, yeah. That
And
makes
so
sense.
he gets
That
on
is
the ship.
theory of relativity.
He gets on the ship, right? And they left one guy on the ship, and then I think a few of them went down, one of them died. Then like him and the girl go back on the ship, and the one guy that was left on the ship has been there by himself for like 20 years.
Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
just chilling. And he's like, "Oh, hi." And like basically it's like, "I didn't think you guys would make it cuz it had been like a few hours for them." And they come back. I can only imagine like what that guy was like.
Wait.
Bro,
Was
they
the
have-
guy in the ship in like orbit of the planet?
Yeah. So
Okay.
like he wasn't
I don't
in the
think that
time warp.
scientifically checks out, but
He
maybe
wasn't-
it does. I don't know.
He wasn't in the atmosphere of it or whatever. I don't know how to explain it, but basically he wasn't affected by the time.
Weird.
And so they get on the planet, I mean, on the ship, and he goes and checks the messages, and basically his daughter is like all mad because like she thought she didn't think that it was gonna take this long, so she is mad because
Just for the planet not to be habitable.
no, not even that. No, she's mad because he gets video recordings of her like over the time that he's been gone because like they come in while he's on the Earth.
She's mad at her dad.
While he's on
goes.
that planet. So she just is fine, and then like all of a sudden, I think the guy that ran the whole thing tells her that it's a sham or something, and she thought her dad knew that, and that her dad just left her.
Oh damn.
She got ghosted by her own dad.
So she thinks that her dad just left her, which is like tragic because he's apparently never coming back.
Man, you know what's messed up as a concept? Just ghosting people.
For real.
That's what I've been thinking about ever since you've been talking about him and Donna.
Okay, bruh.
Dude, I'm still explaining the movie.
Sorry.
Okay, keep going.
Sorry.
I'll talk about this in a second.
What do you
Okay. But basically, he breaks down crying, and yeah. So basically, I forget what happens. They go to another world that's like a complete ice. It's like a complete ice world. It's like this is like the villain arc or whatever. The guy tries to get on their ship, take their ship, fails. So Matthew McConaughey gets the ship back and
That's
has to make him and the girl that are they're the only two left. I just skipped over like a lot of the movie, but they're like the only two left. He has to like make this daring thing to go buy a black hole, and no, he has.
How much does a black hole cost?
That's what I thought he meant.
How much does one of them cost?
No.
Keep going.
No. But he has to
That's
sacrifice.
right.
He has to
We can make a bomb
sacrifice
out of that,
himself
though.
to get her out of like the gravitational force of the black hole. So he goes in the black hole.
You can't escape a black hole.
I know.
Man, this movie's
No, but
stupid.
dude, honestly,
actually, if it's a spinning black
Okay.
hole, you can actually take.
hold up. Let me just.
If it's a
No.
If it's a
We'll cut
spinning
that
bla-
out.
Hold on. If it's a
All
spinning
right.
black hole,
Oh, shoot.
you can actually use like this the cylindrical force of the black hole to catapult yourself out of it.
Yeah.
And that's actually how you make a bomb out of a black hole.
No,
but we're not gonna get into that right now.
Yeah,
All
no.
right. We're
you
just gonna
would
go to YouTube.
Literally, light cannot escape a black hole.
Yeah, it's because it's black.
And light moves at
Basically,
3,720,000 miles an hour.
That does not sound right to me, but
370.
I'll believe-
It's
I
something.
thought it was like 187 something.
That actually might be it.
Interstellar.
Oh, look it up.
Black hole scene. It'd be this. It's like
299.
So this basically-
Oh my
Are we gonna
god, we
cut
were
this
both
out?
so
no.
wrong.
We can watch this.
What is it?
Here, wait. Let me make sure.
299, 792.
Wait.
Okay, 299,792,458 meters per second.
All right, Thomas, we're gonna watch it.
All right.
Are we cutting this out or no?
No, we're chilling.
All right, cool. Hey guys, this isn't cut out. If it is,
I'll cut out
We're
part
missing-
of it, but
you're
like,
missing some awesome content right now.
yeah. No, but okay.
All right,
So we're
let's
just gonna watch this.
Let's watch. That's a really good depiction of a.
Yeah, we're gonna turn this down, just so the mic doesn't catch it. Actually, it doesn't matter. We'll see. Whatever. Who cares? Nobody's even watching right now.
Accurate representation of that.
Yeah, no, that's why this movie got such good like praise. It's because this is really cool. This scene is like I love this.
Wait, what am I looking at?
Black hole.
Is he going into it?
Prepare to fire escape thrusters.
Ready?
No shot.
Ready?
Ready.
Main engine ignition in 3,
I don't know that.
2, 1. Mark.
Not surviving.
Lander 1 engine on my mark. 3,
It's losing like 56 something.
mark.
More than one.
I do like this movie. I think overall it's good. It's just kind of like weird.
My dad is.
Oh, this is video 1 of 2.
Yeah, this like shows what happens. I can skip forward.
Let's skip forward.
And then I'll show you what happens to get in the black hole.
You don't sound so bad for pushing 120.
I think it's right. Which
That
side?
soundtrack.
Yeah. So basically, he has to like sacrifice himself
What did he just? Is he just?
because he gives off. He leaves. He leaves. So she goes like this. So it propels her out. Because yeah. So he's going in.
You see that?
That's what you will see.
I'm nosing down.
Basically, like he thinks he's just gonna die. He doesn't know what's gonna happen though, because nobody knows.
Nobody knows what happens inside a black
Yeah,
hole.
I know. I know what happened.
Dipping down beneath it.
So this is where it gets really, like I love this part of this movie. I was like, dude, he's gonna die. But then I was like, it's also a movie. I don't think he's gonna die.
It's all black.
Like, and he's describing it. So like,
Tars, do you read me? It's all blackness. Tars, do you read me? Over.
Heavens.
Okay. Screens.
Probably
Any interference?
interstellar clouds.
Losing control of the stick. I got flashes. Flashes of lightness, blackness. The turbulence in the gravity is increasing. Computers are going down.
Dude, this is not causing the actual thing.
Jeez.
Oh, the G. I thought he was like being hurt by
The things outside my ship are hurting me so bad. This is a moving so fast.
Well, that is actually the cap.
Okay, so is that the important part or what's next?
I want to see the next part. So, just hit 2 of 2.
Hey, you know what's
Is it
better than
this?
a $5,000 PC?
no.
A $5,000
guys.
PC that costs $0. It's time.
No.
Nope, not that one. Nope, just rewind.
There it is.
What?
Yeah.
Nah, he's dead.
No, but
Does he have an oxygen tank on?
no. You see, this is what's going on. Just wait.
Is he getting sucked into
Oxygen.
another part of space?
Perhaps. I love the noises he's making.
Heavens, man.
Like, imagine just watching this the whole movie and then just seeing this. Like, what's going on?
I don't know what's going on.
I know. That's what I was thinking. Even in the greater context.
He's in an elevator. He has to be dead.
I bet he wishes.
Yeah, that was you earlier.
Oh, heavens.
He's in a library.
Be librarian around.
Just reading.
I like how people are just listening to us, like,
Wow.
watch this clip.
This
Well,
make-
it's interesting.
This is some really great content.
It is.
It's not for them.
Yeah, it is. They're probably interested
Oh, this
in
is
this
the
too.
meme. This is the funny meme part.
Is it? I don't remember this meme. Only when it shows up.
Oh, because he can't affect things on a three-dimensional plane like he used to be able to.
But he can, kind of. See, this is a callback to the beginning of the movie.
Is it?
No.
No, but like for the audience that has not seen it.
Is that part of the ship?
No,
That's
that's
a
so
module.
that's the beginning of the movie right there. She thought it was a ghost or something like paranormal, but it was him
Yeah.
from the future
Yeah.
Okay.
trying to reach her.
Oh, when that's her now.
And that's her now at the same time. Well, not really at the same time because he's in a...
Oh, this is the move.
He's outside of time.
No, this isn't right now.
Yeah, I do not recognize this man.
Okay, I don't think we're gonna have another video, but
Yeah, I think that's good.
basically...
Like, uninterpretable to him.
No, what happens is
we-
like he... What? Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, sorry.
So what happens basically is he finds a way to communicate with his daughter. So you saw like the older clip of her, right?
Yeah.
She was in the room like reminiscing, basically, about old times because she was about to like I think she was about to like do something wild. I forget what she was doing, but she
Looked
was
like
doing
moving.
what?
Looked like she was moving to me.
Yeah, facts.
Her
But
house was just empty.
basically, she is like really mad at him because she still thinks that he just left her, but then she left a watch there. I think whenever she was a kid, she left a watch there. And somehow, by him pounding, he pounds through Morse code, and it affects the watch the way that it ticks. And she's really, really smart.
Mm-hmm.
So she recognizes that. She's like, oh my God, he is here. That was him. He was the ghost, like, whenever I was a kid. He, like, because she realizes that he is in that, like, fourth dimension, like,
Yeah.
of time. And she's like,
He can move through time like he can move, like he was
Through
able to
space.
move through space.
yes. And she realizes that, and she's like, he's communicating with me through the only way he can. And then she writes down everything. He gives her, like, oh yeah, the whole mission was to find, I think, the way to, like, reverse the oxygen or whatever to be bleeding. I don't know what it was, but, like, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, or, like, fix the world. And so he has the formula, and she writes it down from that. She saves the world, and since, you know, that short amount of time that he was in the black, like, getting sucked in the black hole,
Uh-huh.
how the gravitational force was so crazy or whatever,
Yeah.
and he was moving so fast,
That means
that
time would have
time, like,
Time would have went by
that minute that he was, like,
fast.
getting sucked, it was, like, 50 years.
Man, that man
that's
got
gonna-
stuck for 50 years.
No, but
I
I
think
was
the
like-
way it works is the faster you move, the slower time moves for
Yeah.
you. Therefore, if you're
Mhm.
moving slower, everything else is moving much quicker.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, like,
So
it was 50 years back at
If
home,
you're
right?
traveling at the speed of something like, I don't know. It's
well, it's like they did an experiment where they put these two clocks, one on the surface of the Earth, and then one in like this super quick jet plane, and like they were like atomic clocks or something like that.
yeah, and one
like,
was a
they were-
second behind.
Yeah, one of them ended up being like quicker. So
Yeah. But basically,
fact.
Yeah, like I've seen studies on that.
it's 50 years, and he basically goes back. Yeah. So once that happens, he gets transported just like right outside of a lunar base in like the solar system, and they're like, we have no records of you or anything. No, they know him actually. Never mind. And they take him in. He meets his daughter, which is on her deathbed, as like 120 years old or something crazy.
Wait, he got back?
Yes, because this whole thing was built for him by by future beings. Like that whole like
Library?
yes, that was for him to communicate. Like they built that for him, which is absolutely wild. That's how it happened. That's
And
why
wait, so how did he get back?
basically they just like maybe it was like I don't know, dude. He just showed up.
Okay.
He literally like I don't know how to explain. He just showed up, dude. And yeah, basically
Confusing movie.
very confusing movie.
Great.
You guys want to watch it after this?
Yeah, we can. We will watch it.
Even
Hey,
though
were you
you've
gonna
seen
say
it.
something earlier?
Huh?
You were gonna say something earlier.
What
I
was
don't
it?
remember. I don't know. I was talking about how messed up of a concept ghosting people is. And
Yeah.
then you're like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so basically back in my 8th grade year going into freshman year, I'm gonna say her by name because she's never gonna watch this.
That's facts.
Cammy Fulford.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Never gonna watch this.
Yeah,
Dude.
never. Not in a million. Even if it gets like extremely popular, I don't think she'll ever
Watch the
this.
second episode of it.
Nor
No,
will anybody either.
dude.
I think anyone
So
even watches it.
I start texting.
Someday.
So me and Zizi break up, right? And I start
Oh.
I start texting.
CZ.
Yeah, Zizi.
Oh.
I start texting Cammy, and Sarah's like, "Oh yeah, you should start talking to her." And so like we're officially talking.
Let's go.
Yeah, like
I
we were
mean-
talking for a little bit.
You and Cammy talked?
Yeah,
Bro,
and
what?
W.
no, you want to hear what I did though?
Oh man.
She just texted me one day. She's like, "Yo, good morning. I just left it on red." Like such an uncharacteristic thing for me to do, but like
I do remember that. Oh my god.
And then
yeah.
I just go and then I swipe over. Never texted her again.
Wild.
Just
Ever.
because
Have
I
you ever talked to her ever since then?
no. No, just
Dude.
Yo,
I totally
W.
forgot.
Everybody, I'd like to establish that's a W.
No, like
I don't even know, man. Even if she's the crappiest person, dude.
I just
She said
forgot.
good morning and then just
Bro,
No, like,
gone.
it was like I was in the car with my sister, and then she said good morning, and I went to start typing, and McKenna starts talking to me, and then like my phone turned off, and I opened it back up, and snaps like refreshed, and I'm like, oh okay, and I just turned my phone back off, and then from that day on,
And then
I didn't
Forgot.
realize it till a couple months later, but Sarah texted me. Sarah Sprunger texted me. She goes, "Hey, did you ghost Cammy?" I said, "Cammy, who? Oh my God, Cammy!"
Straight up forgot.
No, like I just
Dude.
forgot that I was talking to somebody.
That's hilarious.
No, but like
really
I don't
funny.
even know how. Like
That's so funny.
it's not
It's
even
even
that
funnier because like
she
it was-
turned to a life of partying. Like What if like I had just not forgotten? What if like she became like
What if you were the last straw?
Dude,
honestly,
imagine.
honestly,
That's
dude.
fine.
Imagine she was like, okay, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna
Boys
go
aren't worth it.
What?
Men aren't worth it.
Yeah.
Time to
No,
party.
and then no, the only reason that I remembered who she was is because Jacob told me that she was spreading rumors of how weird I was, and I go, the girl that I ghosted
On accident.
on accident, like I'll give him credit
At
on
least,
accident.
okay, I'll give you. Like, at least it was on accident.
Yeah,
Like, there are
like-
people that go out and just like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave without
No.
a trace.
Yeah, like
I mean, sometimes this is really hard. I can't deny I kind of goes to this one girl.
I know who you're talking about. I
Yeah,
think.
and I kind of like, oh, my dog. I
I don't know if you guys knew it, but that's a dog.
But yeah, I goes to this one girl, but like, I just didn't know how to like.
Handle it.
It's pretty
But at
good.
the same time, she's already like talking to another guy. We never were talking really, but like,
Yeah.
she's already talking to another guy, and I'm like, good because Jesus. What?
Who?
Oh,
Will they listen to this podcast?
Actually,
I
they
just-
wouldn't. But PS word would spread about it. I feel like
well, I mean,
Cammy Fulford's all the way in South Adams.
yeah.
All the way in South.
It's not
Adams.
important who it was. It's just the fact that I kind of did, and I kind of feel bad, but at the same
Yeah.
time,
I
it's
ghosted.
whatever.
I ghosted Jacqueline.
Oh,
But that was deserved.
Yeah, that was wild. That was
That is
wild.
not a story I can tell on the Bald podcast.
Dude,
Ever.
And the wildest thing is, like, I genuinely enjoyed talking to Cammy at the time. Like, we had a decent, like, not super in-depth conversation, but just, like, nice conversation. Like,
Yeah, like that's so random, dude. How do you just forget?
I don't
Oh,
know.
that's
That
weird.
is the funniest thing. Like, I
Nah, hey,
literally
what-
just forgot.
Hey, why'd you leave me on red? I forgot.
No, like-
I forgot.
Like, it totally slipped my mind. I go, I must have literally had no feelings for Cammy. Like,
Yeah, you must
Yeah.
not have. You must not have. Cause like,
Your
if
object
you had any
permanence.
feelings for her, you would have been like,
no,
"Oh."
literally. Like, my object permanence must have it was minimalized. Like, absolutely gone.
Oh, you exist? I forgot.
Dude, we got some good highlights for this podcast though.
Yeah.
This will be good. This will be good.
I don't
think-
even know,
That's
man.
funny. That's like so messed up.
Dude,
That's
I
kind of
can't.
funny.
Okay, but I can't even. Here, I'm gonna read you some of these things. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate Samantha. Like, no, nah,
Oh,
no, but
boy.
he knows after.
God.
Man, the single life, right, Emerson?
Yep.
Yeah.
Loving it.
She said, Thomas, I wouldn't be half the person I am today if it weren't for you. No matter how many bumps we go over, you'll still light up every room for me.
Aw, that's
You are
nice.
perfect with every
Man, let me
fiber
suck
of
your
your
balls.
being. What?
Sorry.
I'll light your room up.
You are perfect with every fiber of your being. Everyone has their flaws. Lord knows I have mine. I love you, and that's why we work. You're caring, loving, handsome, funny, respectful, wholesome, vulnerable, and friendly. I couldn't ask for a better
See what the
boyfriend.
latest text I got. Oh, none.
Oh boy. No, but yeah, I mean,
Sorry. I'm just saying.
I just like
You want to hear
you
some
can just make
poetry?
any. Dude, you ever have that person that can just come in and make any day just better by them being them?
Not to interrupt, but you remember how you told me to write a poem in Roundtable one day?
Yes.
I finished it.
About Christmas,
Yeah, it's about the return. Do you want me
dude.
to- I have it with
Honestly,
me.
I'll probably still. Do
I
it
have it
Christmas.
with me.
Dude, can we read it on the podcast right now?
Yeah, hold up. Let me go get my stuff.
Dude, because the Christmas is here too. I'm still probably gonna release.
Dude, the Christmas albums are awesome.
I won't do a whole other album, but I'm gonna do a new song.
All right, let's do some poetry, guys.
Christmas is here, but once
It's
a
not
year,
actually-
so good. Near better
Oh, yeah.
than fear.
I just kind of wrote.
I'm surprised we haven't talked about music, like your music,
Yeah.
that much.
Are you boys ready for the
Yeah.
greatest poem?
Hold on, wait. Should we get instrumental going?
Nah, it's
Okay,
fine. It's
okay,
fine.
okay.
This isn't that important. This poem is called "The Return." This is a quick poem about the return of Thomas, him leaving his break and then coming back. When a man leaves, is he truly gone? Does his legacy suffer like a baited song? If this were only so, it'd be that simple, and I should smile, showing every dimple. But no, he is here, quietly waiting, the seeker in the dark, watching, not fading. Walking down that alleyway, with none to lose. I hope my soul isn't the one he shall choose. And yet that menace returns to the light. I fear his power, I fear his might. But I won't back, I won't run, for this battle has simply begun. Yet he approaches and my knees go weak. My confidence dips into the deepest creek. What's with this power, with this stride? Has all been lost, and should I cry? The king has returned, all is now lost. The king has returned, and for what cost? Leave me, leave me be, my almighty lord. Deeply stab your sharpened sword into my chest and finish my soul. For now you're here, and my life is full. That's my poem about Thomas.
That ending was a little sus.
Uh,
Man, what happened at that ending?
You know, I was like,
Dude, like it was super menacing, and then all of a sudden it sounded like a love poem.
Well,
well, that's what I was going for.
Thomas, we love you.
I just kind of wrote, and I was like,
Can I kiss?
whatever. Anyways, can I kiss you on the lips?
Dude, I like that. I like that stuff about watching.
You
but
didn't
not-
answer his question.
What?
Can he kiss you on the lips?
No.
Okay.
I like that stuff about watching but not fading, cause like I always eye it. Like I don't know. Like the
real.
the word I would use is I side eye music. Like I look at it, but I don't like. I don't know.
Yo, we had an hour and 25. Let's go, guys.
Let's
Dude,
go.
I will
We're just having a
say,
good time. We're just talking.
dude,
Yeah.
I will say, Wells County would not have as many young musicians as it does.
If it weren't for me,
If it
guys, I'm
weren't-
the best
For
musician
me,
around.
Mike, you've
If
got
it
you.
weren't for me, like
Nope, if it weren't for me.
honestly, like I could name you probably 3 people that bought recording equipment as soon as I made my debut and like started doing stuff like me.
And it was me. It was me. It was you after I started making music.
No,
Guys, this is me, Toga speaking.
no.
My best song is The Audience.
Oh man,
Dude, you
I
wanna
can't
hear-
believe you made that.
It's awesome. I love that song.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. Guys, if you haven't listened to The Audience, pressure Thomas into sending it to you, and you will cry because it's so awesome. It's my favorite song of all time.
Okay, okay.
Man, this new Drake sucks.
Yeah, put it close to the mic. And turn it up.
Is this unreleased?
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's some unreleased Toga music.
Dude,
Where's our
Bald,
song at?
bald
What's up
pod.
with that?
Huh?
what?
What's up with that? Where's the song?
Dude,
on your
I
radio
have not
at?
recorded anything since other than Buddy. I have not recorded anything since then.
Really?
Yeah.
You on break? You on
Dude,
vacation right now?
No, what?
Toga's on vacation.
Toga on vacation.
Dude,
What's he
From
gonna
Sound-
do
from
next?
SoundCloud
Dude, my
rapping.
favorite thing, like they call
SoundCloud.
they call Eminem rap god. They call
They call Toga rap.
Kid Cudi Rager.
And we call Thomas Roger.
They call
Yes.
Kendrick K Dot.
Roger God.
Dude, my thing.
No, Kendrick's self-named himself.
Thomas,
my
Thomas, what do
thing-
they call me? Thomas, what do they
my
call me?
thing is
Thomas, what do-
psychopath.
Yeah, what do they call
That
me?
is my
What-
thing.
Bittersweet.
Thomas, what do they call me?
No, but
And-
They probably thought the podcast ended right there. They're like, it just happened.
no, but they call they call me psychopath. Dude, but I like the line
Oh.
psychopath. But
Hi.
the
Psycho.
You couldn't
I
understand-
can't be killing him.
you couldn't understand all of my stakes. You couldn't understand all of my stakes. Psychopath back and I'm beating the
I
case.
prefer mine well done.
Grabbing a rapper, I rip off his face, taking his body right back to the base. Like,
I like mine medium rare.
you cooking people?
No, you're talking about steaks.
And then I say smoking on everyone in this bluff. Dude, I love that line. Smoking on everyone in this bluff.
Are you smoking? Really,
No.
Tom?
Smoking is bad, Thomas. You
No,
need
I'm
to
not
not do
smoking.
that.
Roger.
You are smoking.
Oracle.
You're smoking that pack, dog.
Heavens, dog, we're an hour and a half in, and it's 1:07 in the morning.
The more you talk
heavens.
about that, the more that you just want to end it. So, like, why would you talk about that?
Yeah, hush, puppy.
Hush,
Anyways,
puppy.
that's a wrap.
That's a wrap on podcast.
All right, gang. Is it actually?
You guys want to call it? I feel like hour and a half.
I feel like it's an appropriate time to.
All right, guys. That's going to be a wrap on this week's episode of the Bald Podcast. It has been a joy. I guarantee no one's left listening. But
Hey.
that's okay because, you know, we do it for ourselves and we do it for you guys. And I appreciate every single one of you.
No.
Thank you
We most
For-
definitely do it for ourselves.
I,
Dude, there's no way anybody actually enjoys this.
I love the fans. Guys, that's going to be it for this week. Thank you for listening to the Bald Podcast. Make sure y'all stay bald.
Hey, yeah.
Stay bald.
Deuces.
If you actually are a fan, I love you, and I want to kiss you on
Alright.
the lips.
All right, deuces.